What's next?
DJ.
Which one?
Retro Studio's big project.
The one that makes me so happy I dance like a Goron?
Again. Nope, still hasn't got old. There we go again. Well, aside from, like, it looks like,
It looks gorgeous!
It looks amazing. That detail on that hair, that detail.
Here's the thing,
I want to brush it!
It's like a re-polished, it's like Donkey Kong Country Returns, except a lot more polish.
Yeah.
On HD and in steroids and everything else that shouldn't make things better, but it does.
CJ is disappointed about something. They're happy about one thing, disappointed about another. They got rid of the tikis, and they still don't have gremlins.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to point this out real quick. I'm actually not bothered by these guys. These guys look pretty cool.
These guys
I like the Kremlings more still, but these guys don't bother me. I like the Viking seals and the penguins that use anchovies as a bow and arrow.
They fit the DKC universe.
They do. The tikis were just generic to me, but these guys look creative.
Is it just me, or does like the penguin, the penguin? It looks like it reminds me of Sergeant Bird from the Spyro series.
That's what I thought of.
I can see that.
For me, one of the best new features about this game, Dixie Kong is back.
Yeah.
Yes. No, the best new feature about this game, confirmed Dave Wise is composing the game.
Oh yeah, that! Oh my god, my mind is blown! Yes, I love it!
Trilogy, which,
really good, by the way.
If he is
in of itself is like, okay.
Please tell me he's remixing DKC2's soundtrack, please.
That's what I'm hoping, because you know, Vikings pirates, you're all dealing with water, so you can potentially use them.
What just happened there?
Shall we say, let's hope there's some, maybe some bramble levels frozen over. That'd be... That's what I'm saying. And the camera angles look really good.
Yeah. But at the same time, with those camera angles, it felt like this was maybe planned to be a 3DS title. That's kind of, with the certain camera angles, I felt like...
Well, people said the same thing about the original Returns, that it would work perfectly on the 3DS, which it did.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know if they're going to make the 3DS version of this one. I really don't know, but it does look very promising.
Either way, I really don't have any doubts about this one.
Yeah.
No.
They also said that you had to go to what?
The finest 2D platformers of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really good.
This one's just gonna...
It's hard!
And I love it that way!
I'm hoping it keeps that challenge factor for this one.
Well, it looks like Dixie's gonna make it a whole lot easier.
But I'm hoping that there are...
There's a fourth character, too.
How do you know? Maybe it's Kitty Kong! No, God, no.
They officially said there is a fourth character that they're not discussing yet.
Okay, it's either gonna be Funky...
It could be Kitty Kong. It'd be nice if it was Funky Kong.
That'd be amazing.
Funky, Kitty, Lanky, Chunky, Tiny...
I wanna see Chunky! Chunky! Yes! Yes!
It could be anybody at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, in game-changing, I think Chunky would be the best.
But, and I'm just really hoping that with Diddy and Dixie that, kind of hoping it's a little bit of the Sonic Rush type of thing where there's only, only certain parts that either character could go to.
Well, that's how Donkey Kong Country 2 worked. There were barrels that Diddy can go in and barrels that Dixie can go in.
Yeah, I'm hoping that translates over to this one as well.
Yeah, and hopefully there's more than just two-player co-op.
Yeah.
3-player co-op would be insane.
Revamp it a little bit so it's not as... the co-op in DKCR was pretty good, but I think it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah, it could have been better.
There was one thing they said during the conference, and I'm really hoping that I heard this right. One of my biggest complaints about DKCR was that it was fun, but it was so short. And I heard in this one, there are going to be 5 different islands.
I must have skimmed past that.
I'm hoping that this one is very long.
If I can find the clip, I will put Mr. Iwata saying that in the video.
In order to take back his home, Donkey Kong needs to set off on an adventure to 5 other islands.
Well,
you see, you had to go
this one.
You had to go 5 different
I am disappointed
islands.
that this was like hyped as Retro's project.
Yeah, why couldn't we get like a Star Fox, something like that?
Everybody is so mad about that.
I mean, it's Star Fox.
Second game.
I want my Star Fox, I want it, but I'm okay with DKC. I'm okay right now if that's what Retro wants to do. And if they want to make this a new trilogy, I'm happy. I'm really happy.
It's that, like, people are comparing this, they're just gonna do the new Super Mario Bros. Thing and they're gonna milk the series to death. Well, my thing is that the Mario Bros. Series, I feel like it's easy and doesn't have that kind of replay value.
Every Donkey Kong game is hard.
But Donkey Kong Country, it beats you down.
Donkey Kong Country is a challenge you have to overcome. Mario is a cakewalk compared to this.
Exactly.
Except for lost levels.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
As a Mario game, that is an official fan hack.
Oh shit! Okay, I think that's it for DK.
I think that's really
November, and I cannot wait. That's my big one.
Do we want to talk about Bayonetta?
I don't have much to say to her.
Me neither, but I'm just glad to
because I haven't played the original.
Same here, but it does look really good.
It looks good. I'm just not sold on the new haircut.
I am. I dig short hair, so I'm more attractive this way. I'm gonna just say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going back to the whole thing. How did people ever think Bayonetta would work for Smash Brothers?
Oh, there's a ton of different ways, but let's be realistic. There was no way that was gonna happen.
No way! Why were people going so much about that?
Because it's exclusive to Nintendo's Wii U. And no, that's not how it works.
Okay, we want to talk about Monolith Soft.
Yes!
Once I it's the greatest game in existence.
X. I
have literal goosebumps.
Simply titled X for right now.
Like, I was watching this with a friend. He never played Xenoblade, so he doesn't get it.
The fool.
I was speechless with my mouth agape the whole time, and I just put my arm in front of his face, like, look at that. That is real goosebumps. Like, I was floored. I was absolutely floored with this game. This game will change my friggin' life.
Okay, first of all, it's not like a new surprise. I think the only one that was a real surprise was DKC, which some people kind of expected it, but I don't care. I had my expectations so low, believe it or not, that I really thought Nintendo was just going to show everything that they said that they were going to show. I did not expect DKC, and believe it or not, we'll get to that game later. I know that the other game, you know which one I'm talking about, but this one, even though we've seen it before, it doesn't get old. It's just gorgeous to look at. It is beautiful.
Here's the thing, like, all the announcements Nintendo did make, for the most part, even if they were games we were expecting or heard something about, they were still good, if you ask me.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'm watching the trailer right now.
Software was, I think, Nintendo, they dominated this year.
Yeah. Sony had a really good conference,
Sony did, but to be fair, they didn't give releases.
Yeah.
Like, at least we don't like that a lot of these games hit 2014, but at least we know they are. Or at least
and we have a bunch of games coming out on the way.
Finally come to an end.
So, Sony took the hardware cake and ate it.
Yeah. But going back to X.
Yeah.
Please let me fight one of those dinosaur creatures in my mech, and you will have the greatest game ever made.
Exactly.
Well, my favorite aspect of it is because you look at Xenoblade and how far you can go, and there was barely any load times. There's one snippet in X where you're like miles above the ground, and you can see like all the twisted paths of the floor. And I know for a fact that you can just fall down there and just start walking.
Yeah, like they said,
that's amazing.
They said the major thing with this one is that
they
really want to make the entire world one overlord and no restrictions. Just go wherever you want.
That's crazy.
That's amazing, and I'm gonna love every minute of it.
From the PS4 and Xbox and all this, I think this may be the greatest looking graphical game I've seen so far.
So far this generation, heck yeah.
I really don't think it's going to come out in 2014, to be honest. I think it's going to get pushed back. For a game this ambitious, this good looking, it's got to take more time than that.
Don't know much about it.
Here's the thing, like, I have more positive feelings than negative feelings towards this. I mean, it looks really good, just like Wonderful 101. But, if they get, like, I know, surprisingly, I'm pretty sure the demand for it is high, but don't rush this. Do not rush this.
I don't think they will.
Well, they had plenty of time. When did Xenoblade launch in Japan?
It was like 2010.
Yeah, it was
It's
2010.
like, yeah, he's like either 2010 or 2011,
So
so
they've
they've
had
had plenty of
about-
time.
So they've had about 3 years to develop this.
Yeah, but
People
here's my
like-
problem.
To us, it seems like it hasn't been that long because we got it so long afterwards.
Yeah, but here's my problem. Did anybody else notice that a lot of the games that Iwata mentioned during the conference were getting delayed? And the one thing he said had me a little nervous. He said these games are a bit more complicated to develop than we expected. And that just... This is what I thought. Mr. Iwata, Nintendo, you guys are the masters of your own system. You develop like nobody else. If you guys are having more complications, I can't imagine what it's like for the third parties.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Like, man.
Well, I think it's also, you gotta remember, this is Nintendo's first time ever going HD.
I know, it's just... Wow.
And a lot of the third-party developers have had, 5 years of experience at this
Right,
point.
but this is a different system. This is new architect. It's...
True, but...
That and Nintendo's delivering their own charm that's been around for pretty much almost 3 decades, and they're bringing it to like HD. That's not easy.
True. Alright, so...
I think that's really all we can talk about.
Yeah, I'm expecting this game 2015, even though it says 2014. That's
Well,
just
apparently
my
I just saw a report that they're supposedly working on localization while they're developing it.
Okay, good.
Nice.
So,
Raise your hand if you have Xenoblade Chronicles.
Shit! I don't have it.
hey,
It goes like what?
It's $150
yeah, it's
now.
like $100 now.
hey, I had to import that when I was in South Korea, okay? I had to import that.
Oh, yeah. It's
What's
gonna
your
become-
excuse?
Xenoblade's gonna become like the Earthbound of this generation, I know.
It's gonna have its cult following, and it deserves every bit of it.
Here's the thing. It's like the new Earthbound, except it's praised right from the start.
Yeah.
Before start.
And since we're pretty much done with that, now
Shall we get to
2 years of anticipation.
No, wait. Are we gonna talk about the other third-party games that they showed off in the montage? Not all of them, but just... How about Sonic Lost World real quick?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about that really quick.
First of all, when I first saw it, I thought it was like Sonic Extreme mixed with Super Mario Galaxy, and
That's
it looks...
pretty much what I thought.
And it looks gorgeous! It looks amazing.
It looks good.
AntDude showed me the gameplay footage, like the people actually showing how it looks. It's brilliant. It's very linear, but it has a lot of exploration. At the same time, it's wow.
And I also like that they're doing that kind of 3 different like levels of speed.
Yes.
So you'll have the slower speed for when you're doing the platforming, a little faster for when you're in that in-between parts, and then, when it's straight line, full blast, go.
You can actually hold down the RZ button and he'll just zoom out. They finally have the speed to an actual button setting, which
Yes.
should work better in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am sick of seeing Green Hill Zone again.
Yeah. After Generations, I'm kind of done with Green Hill.
Oh, and did you notice that all the little things that they put in there, like Sonic's running animation when he's in full speed? It's the Sonic peel out from Sonic CD,
Yeah.
Yes.
and they're bringing back the wisps.
Ah, yes!
Yeah.
But
That was awkward pause.
yeah, but either way, this is amazing. I'm loving it. We're gonna see it hopefully in November or earlier.
There is a release date.
What was it again?
Like the day that Pokemon releases.
It's October 12th.
October?
Yeah.
See, what I tell you?
Yeah, there were people saying that this is the year of Luigi because there's no games coming out. Hello? Just look at October alone.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I thought November was supposed to be the big month. When did October take the place?
Since
Fine with me,
Pokemon, since January.
Yeah. It's fine with me. That's Pokemon and Sonic for my birthday. It was perfectly fun.
Yeah.
Nice.